que só ilumina coisas do além que vão além. Quando de repente é coincidência, nem precisa se esforçar pra crer. Apagaram as luzes pra eu ver. Saí da onde vim pra eu poder ser. Você mostrou o caminho pra eu andar. Eu disse é pelo mar que eu vou nadar. Não é só na vida que a vida, não é na janela que se olha. Há uma linha clara perto da saída. Fecha os olhos e você vai ver. Não é só aqui que só ilumina coisas do além que vão além. Quando de repente é coincidência, nem precisa se esforçar pra querer. Apagaram as luzes pra eu ver. Saí da onde vim pra eu poder ser. Você mostrou o caminho pra eu andar. Eu disse é pelo mar que eu vou nadar.
So casually keep diving into concrete. So bittersweet. Huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. Maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. Up to my
just met you, but you look. Oh, girl, you blow my mind. I know what I would like to do, but you just keep on talking. I see your dog needs walking. Your folk drive you insane. I know, yeah, that's true. Of course, you ain't the one to blame. Keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking to me, but I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. Sure, I like to listen. It's not like I don't wanna know. It's just that you've been talking to me 3 nights in a row. I think it's time to let go. Forget the past, just lose control. 'Cause life's too short for yapping. Come on and dance, come give me soul. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking. You keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking, but I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you. 'Cause it's starting to come out. Starting to come out. I've been holding it in for too long. Yeah, it's starting to come out. Starting to come out. And I can't pretend anymore. Oh, I'm yours. Never thought I'd even try. After just one day, it's special, yeah. But there is something in your eyes. Ooh, one false move and you'll be gone. You made me, it's alright. I can't tell if it's the right moment, but baby, anyhow, I can't hold it in anymore, no. 'Cause it's starting to come out. Starting to come out. I've been holding it in for too long. Yeah, it's starting to come out. Starting to come out. And I can't pretend anymore. Ooh, I'm yours. Starting to come out. Starting to come out. Starting to come out. Ooh, I'm yours. Starting to come out. Starting to come
Não é só na vida que a vida não é na janela que se olha. Há uma linha clara perto da saída. Fecha os olhos e você vai ver. Não é só aqui que sol ilumina. Coisas do além que vão além. Quando de repente é coincidência, nem precisa se esforçar pra crer. A paz
What's going on? What's going on? We're back. Shout out to the C. Hey. One love to the FBI.
Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah. Lead the way. I follow. No
In the house.
In the house.
It's packed.
I follow.
Big Shirley, did you miss me?
Execute Order 66.
Godfather's back in the house. And the house is back. Yeah.
Cause I know what I'm
He's like, he's back. He's back in A-Town. Let's get it. Let's do it. Let's move. Let's groove. Holla at me, Big Shirley. Give it to me. Give me what you got for a poke chop.
So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah.
Give me those good lies. You crying no matter what.
The moment flies before it flies. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Susceptible lies before the moment flies.
Bobbity bop. We are back. Shout out to the confident, intelligent, assertive men out there. The CIA. One love to the feminine, beautiful, inspirational ladies in the house. The FBI. How we doing, everybody? Your Godfather is back in Atlanta. Back at home base. And I've missed home base so much. I mean, for those who don't know, I was down in Miami on business. And things went rather damn well, if I should say so myself. Things went swimmingly. So I'll be seeing you again in Miami very, very soon. But before any of that, we got to get back to what we're doing over here. So what I want to ask you guys is to keep the engagement up, the likes. That's what we're going to do. Let's see. Hit that like button. Do me a favor, hit that like button. We should already be over 2,000 likes. You're gonna love what happened when I was in Miami. I've already made some announcements. We're gonna get into it. There's a chat room. There's this. There's that. Bam! Sound is good. Oh my God! I know a lot of folks. Yeah. People thought I was gonna be. Yeah, I let subscribers come in at the beginning. For 15 minutes before the show, but it goes to members only. Because if you want to talk, especially people who want to talk noise, you're going to have to pay for the privilege over here. Especially going to have to pay for the privilege over here. Let's turn on the event log. And let's see what's going on. Okay, it's running a little bit behind over there. Let's grab the iPizzle. The iPad. Oh, sorry. Candle of the evening. Incense 9 from Le Labo. Fragrance of the evening. The King. Creed Aventus. Because we're going to need a kingly like fragrance today because Your godfather's caused a little bit of controversy over the last couple of 3-4 days, apparently. Because I actually happened to, I don't know, have the nerve to say something that everybody can see is obvious and true. That, like it or not, black women in particular, you have a problem when it comes to your men. And like I said, your problem is not NOT, not Becky. And I think it's interesting that we got the only group of folks that are always trying to adopt people in. Well, like Hispanic women are really, really black. If they ain't claiming black, don't try to make them black. You know, in the 80s, everybody was, in the 70s and 80s, I met so many black people who had Indian in them. Because you wanted to claim their hair. Now, I'm a 16th Seminole, but so many folks are always trying to claim something you're not. I'm a 16th Seminole, I'm a 16th Cherokee, whatever. I said it and I meant it. We got a problem. Because while a lot of women sit around complaining about fussing that I even had the nerve to say something, your competition is out there getting it done. Your competition is out there getting it done. And as I was talking to people on the streets of Miami, men and women on the streets of Miami, one thing became glaringly clear. Oh my God, hold on. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That is off. That's why. You guys got to give me a little, get back in the groove. As I was talking to people in Miami, one thing became abundantly clear, very obvious, that a lot of women today are lazy when it comes to dating. I'm going to upload a video tomorrow. It's going to kind of go into a little bit more detail about what I'm about to talk about tonight. But what do we hear more than anything else when we start talking about, women today in their dating selection? I mean, in 5 days, Christmas will be here, and you don't even have a Christmas tree. Christmas might as well not even exist for you because you don't have anybody to look forward to. And what do we hear from women more often than not around this time of year? Well, if I got to do something to find a man or this or that, then that man wasn't for me. If it's for me, if God has it for me, then God's going to send it to me. Okay. So this is another one of these modern ways women are sitting around justifying why they are alone. Because predetermination. Because God hasn't made it so. Not your choices, not your inability to prepare or prep yourself to get ready. I've heard more interesting conversations. I've said it before, a woman should tailor herself around the needs of the man she needs. That you should not prioritize your career over a husband. And I want to make it very clear. Career and education aren't the same thing. Sure, go to college, get an education, but do both. But see, the problem is so many women today have mismanaged their youth, have been given the wrong information, have chosen to deal with none of this stuff, have chosen to just be...
I'm a PhD.
A PhD?
I don't need a cookbook.
A PhD without a cookbook. And then you got the nerve to turn around when you up in the danger zone. 27 to 35, the years when you really need to focus like a laser on the kind of man you need, and you look up and you have the skills of a junior high school girl when it comes to dating. So all you know how to do is like a guy, flirt, go out on the first part of a relationship, have some sex, and then find a reason to blow it up. Because that's what ends up happening. You find a way to blow it up. Well, I like him, but his elbow ain't right. I like him, but the way he breathes, I don't know. I just can't stand the way he breathes. He be breathing wrong. What you mean? What's wrong with him, girl? I don't know. It's just something about the way he be breathing. Well, girl, you hold on. You said you wanted a man that was 6 feet tall, was an attorney, uh, no children, loved his mother, loved Jesus, wanted to get married, wanted to have kids, and adored you. Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. What's wrong? What's wrong, girl? The sex wrong? Nah, well, the sex is good. I mean, he even massaged my back and rubbed my feet. He be on that old baby face shit. What's wrong with it? I don't know, girl. Is this something the way he be breathing? He just be breathing. What do you mean he breathing? He be like, he be breathing in, then he breathe out. Then the nigga breathe in, then the nigga breathe out. He breathe in and he breathe out. I like my dude to be hard. I want you to struggle for a breath. I want you to hold that shit in. I want you to fight for a breath. Change up the rhythm or something. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe in. Mix it up. So, I want you to be kind of off base, iambic pentameter with your breathing. I can't stand no dude to be on regular breathing and carrying on and regular walking and heartbeats and all this stuff. Gee, something wrong, girl. I just can't. God ain't made him for me. See, when God make the right one for me, it'll be so. I'm gonna leave him because he can't breathe. He breathes too normal. He breathes too boring. I need a nigga with asthma or like a shortness of breath or some shit. I need a nigga with like whooping cough or some shit. I mean, this is how crazy you motherfuckers sound. And you listen to how modern women talk about relationship, and every time you ask, how many relationships have you had? 3, 5, 7? 3, 5, 7. Let me break it on down. Time 3, 5, 7. You've had 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12 relationships. How many relationships have you had where you have left? 3, 5, 7? How many relationships have you had where a man has left you? How many relationships have you had where a man has left you? So let me get this right. All the relationships you've had, you've left 80 to 90 or 100% of the time. Is that right? That's right. All right. You left this dude because his breathing was too boring. That's right. The last one, he slept wrong. There's always something wrong with him. So what's the problem? I just can't find the right man for me. But don't worry about it. Because when God has the right one for me, it'll come along. If it ain't for me, if it leaves me, it ain't for me. How many times have we heard women say this bullshit? If it ain't for me, then it won't be. So when I talked about Latinas being the number one nemesis, and I meant that in a jokingly way to say, God, your competition ain't Becky. It's Marisol. But no, instead of just taking a lesson, what do you get? You got a bunch of women talking about, well, if it's for me, it's going to be for me. And if it ain't for me, God don't have it for me, well, I got a question for you, Shirley. Are these men for you? Are men in the 10% for you? I don't need a man in the top 10%. That's too much pressure. I just need a man making 70,000, 75,000. That's enough. Okay, that's a man in the top 15%. Let's just say men in the top 20%, my hit squad, my Henrys in training, all the way up to the top 1% men. Are these men for you? Well, first and foremost, these men, they don't want women who are overweight. This is non-negotiable, ladies. And I'm here to tell you, coming back from Miami last week, being in LA, being in New York City, I will tell you, country to country, coast to coast, men who have the gold are with thin women, fit women. They ain't talking about dress size 12, 14. We're talking about on the upper end, you talking about a woman who's a dress size 6'8". You don't have to like it. But until you find me a whole host of men of means who are carrying around big Shirleys, because like I said, you look at a woman getting out of a G-Wagon, when she tumble her ass out that G-Wagon, you know her Stacey Abrams ass bought that. When she comes sliding out the G-Wagon on that, You know, when she hops her little sprite ass out of it, somebody bought that for her. And she bing, 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 bounces across the parking lot to go get her nails done. Somebody bought that for her. See, are these men for you? Are the kind of men you say you want for you? Because first of all, the men you say you want come with rules. They come with rules and they come with standards, and it ain't about your feelings. It's about you playing your role. I was just listening to another channel where they were talking about what was it? Would you be offended if your boyfriend, your husband, your significant other asked for a DNA test for the child? And I'm listening to all this psychobabble from these women, talking about how they would be offended and this and that and this and that. And all I'm thinking while I'm listening to one person, all I'm thinking about the kind of men that are up there where you think you are. They don't care what you think. They're going to test to see if those children are theirs, even if you're their wife. And if you feel some kind of way about it, go cry in the bathroom. See, you ladies need to understand real quickly that when you start talking about men who are cut above the rest, you don't get to make the rules. You don't. That's why you end up dating Pookie Ray Ray, Thugnificent, Leon, Brett, whoever, the dude down at the auto parts store. That's why you older women tend to get these younger men, because you can make rules with them. These guys are going to tell you, look, there's a weight requirement. There's a womb requirement. Then there's a behavioral requirement, a level of sophistication. And I listen to a lot of modern women talk as if you have options when it comes to these men. These men are laughing at you guys because the way a lot of you ladies talk, you act like these men are for you. They're not. You know who they're for? The women they're already dealing with and the women I'm talking about. So if you don't want to be living under some sort of discipline, structure, hierarchy, gender roles, that kind of stuff, if you're not cool with signing prenuptial agreements, and if you're not cool at having to write shit down, if you're not cool with having to utter what it is, see, men of value make women say stuff out front, make them say it. They assume nothing because you don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. He's had to prove his value. He has to maintain his value. You don't get the benefit of the doubt. And it is not open for discussion. I listen to guys saying, I wouldn't want my wife to feel a certain kind of way. I wouldn't want to put her through this. Dude, you're making $36,000 a year. No offense, bro. Most women ain't care about what you think because they don't even look at you that way. Why is this important? Because so many of you ladies are talking about what's for you. And what I keep trying to let you ladies understand is you are massively outnumbered. Like I said, if the pool is 100 feet long and 8 feet deep, you think your pool is 100 feet long and 8 feet deep, and your actual pool of men is 1 inch deep. I spent the entire week in Miami talking to women and men. Most of the time talking to women, and across the board. Of the dozens and dozens and dozens of women I talk to, all under 35, you know what's the same across the board? Nary one of them is thinking past Tuesday. Not one of them is thinking past Tuesday. It's all in the next 30, 60, 90 days, next year or two. Ask them where they want to be by age 50. Oh, I want to be a boss chick, somebody's beautiful wife doing this, doing that. Then you start asking math questions. Now, what do you get? I had one chick tell me, I don't want to be with nobody. I just want to be me and my cats because I don't want to have to be responsible for them. Okay, so what let me get this right. So how much are you going to need? Are you going to have your $2.4 million you need to retire on? Oh, I'm going to have more than that. Why? Because the one person I like who I'm a fan of, she has a net worth of $80 million. Ladies, Let me be the bearer of bad news for you. You have been lied to. You have been lied to so long to where you actually think you have more time, more options, and more leverage than you really do. If I ask you one question, ladies, if there's an economic class, there's a socioeconomic class, what is your dating class? What is your dating class? And many of you ladies don't want to know what your dating class is. It's an average man. An average man making around $40,000 to $50,000 a year. That's it for the rest of his life. That's it. And you're going to be, and the problem is today, so many women have so little respect or lack of respect or contempt for the average man. This is why I would tell you, gentlemen, do yourself a favor. You want to become far more than average. You want to become an exceptional man. A man of value, whether it's blue collar, white collar, whether it's blue Henry, white Henry, whether it's rugged, refined, or rakish. I don't care what it is, but you want to be in that level, in that area, so you can have leverage because the world is not set for average men. Average men lose today. Average men 70 years ago could live a nice, respectable life and get the respect of his peers, of women, of the society. I'm sorry to say it's not that way anymore. And there's nothing your godfather can do to change it. Matter of fact, it's only getting worse. If you haven't noticed, inflation is up. Stuff is up an average of 6% over last November. And it's only going one direction. Ladies, I got news for you. You ladies out there talking about you don't like the way this dude breathes and his elbow is wrong and this and that. You should have stuck with what you had because you earn less than it. Most of you are chosen professions to earn less than the average man. What does that mean? That means your dollars don't buy what they bought even last November. And all you're doing is getting older, less agreeable, more demanding. Your dating class goes what over time, ladies? Up or down? And you got the nerve to talk about when God has it for me, what God has for me. No. See, you're supposed to be what God has for him. You're supposed to tailor yourself around him. A lot of women get angry when I tell them that. But then these be the very women that when they get married, when they say, what percentage of the family financial load do you want to have to carry? What percentage of do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant? What do they say? Get the likes up. Every time I look up and the likes are not there, I'm going to cut off chat. I'm going to cut it off. When that song comes on, the chat goes off. And then once we reach over the 50% mark and the chat comes back on, it goes on slow. The chat room is a privilege. And why am I doing this? Because it is a very real thing, gentlemen. What people will tell you all day long as a man, we have to stop rewarding bad behavior. Stop asking for stuff. Say what it is, and then when it's not done, just do something about it. Let them figure it out. And the way we do this is we do it amongst ourselves. See, what I want guys to understand is you young guys, you all need to have a mentor and a coach. If you are 25 years old, hopefully you can find a mentor, but you need to hire a coach. The smartest thing I ever did was start hiring coaches when I was 25. Because in order to stay strong, in order to be the kind of man you need to be and stay on path, you need to be around men who have power, money, status, focus. Because it is easy to get off track to start worrying about women and this and that, and women will have you losing. Women will have you losing because women come along with the deal. They are not the end goal. Ladies, that should not be insulting, because at the end of the day, let's get real. Most of you, when after you get married, you don't want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant. Most women, when asked, do not want to have to contribute heavily to the family financial structure. Most women, when asked, want their income to be discretionary. I'm telling you, over a week in Miami, and only one woman actually said she wants to carry the load. Every other woman was like, what do you mean? I don't want to have to work. I don't want to have to be responsible. I don't want to have to do anything. But if you're not married, I got to do everything. See, they understand what the French toast they got to do when they are by themselves. But when they're married, women don't want to have to do nothing because they expect the man to carry the load. Then you need to start taking the secondary position and start going into relationships like that automatically, ladies. And that means, are these men for you? Are you for these men? The kind of man you want, are you for him? Are you childless? Do you have a good reputation? Are you agreeable? Do you say yes? Do you not care about what other women think? Are you tailoring yourself around the kind of men you want to be, the kind of men you want? And are you out actively putting yourself in a position to be found by the kind of men you want? If not, kick French toast rocks. You're going to lose. Because Marisol is doing it. Anastasia is doing it. Maylene is doing it. Jamila, they'll do it too. And Becky will do it too. Keisha, you better catch up. See, you ladies want men to be providers and old school traditional men like they used to be. Well, guess what? That's cool. That's what we're talking about over here. And the men over here expect you to come through the door knowing what you bring to the table. You're supposed to bring a table. You're supposed to bring a cookbook. You're supposed to bring skills through the door because this man has to bring value. These men don't have to prove shit to you. It is on you to prove that you deserve his last name. It's on you to prove that you deserve to carry his children. It's on you to prove that you deserve to be next to him. It's on you to prove that you deserve everything that you say you want from a man, what you want a man to provide for you. It is on you to prove you deserve for them, not the opposite way around. Y'all got it completely twisted and screwed up. That's why so many women dislike me, because I'm telling you what's not working in your life, what's wrong. And the thing is, y'all can beep, chat and talk to each other, and yeah, girls, and so forth. Then you look at your, what's your last name? Well, I'm not married, but I don't want to be married right now. I choose not to be married. I'm a PhD. Yeah, you don't know. This ain't that you choosing not to be married. Ain't nobody chosen to marry you. The kind of man you want has not chosen you. He keeps overlooking you. Honestly, the kind of man you want don't even see you. That's why your ass is moving from here to there, to here to there, to there to there, sitting around in your little girl power cohorts, pumping each other's heads up. But then on Christmas morning, you're going to be sitting there crying because you got to make gifts for yourself. You exchanging gifts with your girlfriend. Come on, who you fooling? Who you fooling? That's why the picture's up there with that woman with the purple braids in there on her knees praying to God. God, send him for me. Send the right man for me. No, no. You need to be praying to God that you have the will to change yourself. You need to start changing yourself to become for the kind of man you say you want. Not praying for God to send the kind of man you want, because when he sends you, he ain't going to pick you no way. He going to pick her. He going to pick her. He ain't gonna pick you. He'll smash you. He'll hook up with you. He'll Netflix and chill with you. He'll knock it out. He'll hit it from the bike. He will do all kind of stuff. And then you'll still be sitting around talking about these men is trash. These men is that. No, you just ain't a wife. You're just fun. I've been trying to tell you ladies for a solid year, get your shit together. The kind of men you want something. Now the kind of men you want are openly demanding it. They're telling you in uncertain terms. You even get to the point to where you're getting average guys waking up saying, I'd rather be alone than deal with your big overweight ass. And now you're angry. Why? Because you can't, because you gotta do something finally. Many modern women are lazy, entitled, and arrogant when it comes to dating. You think finding a man should be easy. You think finding a man should be no problem. Well, I got news for you. That ain't how that shit works. Not how that shit works, not at all. So don't get mad at me because I'm bringing it to light. And I think it's interesting that so many women is like, well, y'all listen to Kevin Samuels. He don't know. He just be talking. Uh-huh. Right. He just be talking. That's all. He just be talking. He don't know. Hey, that sounds familiar. Hold on. So, where's this all going to, ladies? The kind of men you want. Well, are you for these men? Has anyone ever asked you that question? If you were a car, what kind of car would you be? Let's talk about it. What do you rank, ladies? What is your dating class? Your godfather's gonna help you out right now. I'm gonna help you get sold today, right now. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you get sold right now. What kind of car would you be? If you were a car, what kind of car would you be? Like I asked the women when I was sitting on the couch the other day in Miami. I'm about to upload this too. If you was a car, what kind of car would you be? What is your dating class? What is your dating class? Would it be anime? Are you upper class? Are you middle class? You lower class? What are you? Middle class? Are you at the pop? I got news for you. Do you realize that many of you ladies feel like you are upper class and you really are poverty line dating? Are your poverty are these men for you? Many of you ladies feel like you are upper class and you really poverty line. It's like, what? Why are you saying that I'm poverty line? Because you are. You judge yourself based upon, and the way we judge over here, the only way you can actually keep score is we judge in marriages. Marriage is a committed relationship. We don't judge in dealing with or dating or hooking up or that kind of crap. No, no, no. And I know a lot of folks are like, well, like I said, when I heard these folks talking about a woman shouldn't tailor herself to be around a man, well, you better learn. Well, you shouldn't tailor your education around yeah. Careers uh limit options for relationships. Ask the average woman why she has no energy to date today, and it's because of that damn job. You're Alexis, right? Okay. Let's see. You're Alexis. Well, guess what? I'm Kelly Blue Book. I'm Kelly Blue Book. Let's see what your value really is. Theo. Well, guess what? Today, your godfather is Kelly Blue Book. Your godfather is Kelly Blue Book. Let's see what your value really is today. Kelly Blue Book. I don't think they're ready for it. I don't think they're ready for it. What do y'all think? I don't think they're ready for it. I think a lot of women think they're higher than they are. So if you really want to see what that, you really want to see what it is. Let's see your value. Stream sponsor right there. Show sponsor. Let's put the background on there. Hit it from, man, they're going to be mad at me. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Not really. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, what am I supposed to say? I'm supposed to tell you what you want to hear, or I'm supposed to tell you what you need to know? I'm supposed to tell you what you want to hear, I'm supposed to tell you what you need to know. That's what we're going to do. We're going to tell you what you need to know. I've already announced it. When I go on these city tours, I'm going to be styling up. I'm picking somebody from my Patreon, and I'm going to do the style over. And we're going to do the wingman thing. All right, let's do it. Click to be a part of the stream. It is up. So, ladies, are these men for you? Are they? Are you for these men? Are they for you? Do you know? Do you know what it is you qualify for? Are you sure? Because if you listen to most women tell you, most women will tell you that the men don't know what they want. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is most women don't know what they want. If you're not on camera, also I'm gonna tell you right now, if you get on here, I'm gonna see you fully on camera before I let you on screen. Here we go. Put that right there. Baccarat. Show sponsor. We'll put that in the corner. Or we want to put it over under Muse. Where do we want to put that? We'll figure out a place to put it. Right now, we'll just put it right there. So I'm gonna do you ladies a favor. Because most of you ladies don't know what men are for you. I got a question. Now, here's another question. Here's a question I asked when I was asked to the folks people I talked to over the weekend. What's your dating class? What's your dating class? And what is the issue that so many modern women today have? The issue with so many of you guys have with data. Have you guys noticed? Do you see how many women today hate facts? Hate facts, figures, statistics, generalizations. Well, I got news for you. Anytime you hear a woman say some silly shit like not all, you don't know every woman in the world, has Kevin Samuels met every woman in the world, has so-and-so, do they know? Just leave. Walk away from the conversation. I want you to literally just stop. Stop the conversation. I want you to take one step forward with your right foot, plant, pivot, turn, and leave. When they say not all, you don't know everybody, just leave, because you're not talking to a rational human being. You're not talking to an intelligent human at that point. You're talking to an emotional child at this point. There's no reason to talk to him. There's no reason to even retort that. Just leave. Because all they want to do is drag you down to their level and kick your ass with experience. They want you to get off the subject because they don't like, you don't know, you can't make these generalizations. Yes, you can, you idiot. Human beings are more alike than they are different, you fools. It is foolishness. I am being rude because it's a point. This is why you have plasma donors and blood donors and kidney and liver transplants, because human beings are interchangeable. But when you listen to people trying to make the individualism argument, the special snowflake argument, the uniqueness argument, leave those people be. They're not trying to move down the path. They want to be right. And what it really means is those people tends to have minds of metal about the things they don't want to change. Minds of metal about the things they don't want to change. So the panel is open. Let's get it. Minds of metal about the things they don't want to change. Cooley High, can't wait to send you some music. Keep running, OG. Thank you, Cooley High, the new stream sponsor. Cooley High, he took your spot, man. Boom. Cooley High said, I'm coming through, man. Cooley High said, I want my name up in lights. I ain't mad at you. He said, I'm coming through. So I'm sorry, Theo. He came through and said, boom. Oh, here it is, ladies. All joking aside, what is your dating class? Where do you rank? What do you need? Because so many women today really have been told, keep your head down, go to work. When I ask most women what they want from a man, what do they think a man wants from a woman? You know what most women would do? Most women describe men. When you ask the average woman, what does a man want from a woman? They describe a man. He wants somebody who's intelligent, ambitious, an entrepreneur, hardworking, making some money. Ain't none of this shit what men want from women. What do men want from women? Collarbones. Men want collarbones. Men want to see your rib cage. Men want to see the small of your back. Yeah, that's what men want to see. Men want you to be dainty and feminine. Men want to be able to pick you up. Men want to be able to pick you up, carry you across the threshold. Men want to be able to throw you over their shoulder. That's right. But see, the reason you got so many women today who don't like this is because a lot of you ladies have given up. I think a lot of women have given up on dating. I think a lot of women have accepted the fate that they're going to die alone. Why? Why else would you be 250 pounds?
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
Yep. Why else would you be 250 pounds? Out here in the dating market talking about you looking for a high value man. You know, guys got a high blood pressure and high cholesterol. What you talking about a high value man? Talk about white supremacy that made you, the diet don't work for you. No. I want you to think about this, what I'm about to say. I'm about to go off in this minute. Go ahead. I want you to think about it. If you see a woman who is, and her hair is a little fro or less, you know, she got the shortcut. She got the shortcut and she got the...
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
If she got these two things, you know what she's preparing to do? She didn't give up. She has given up. She has given up. The shortcut, the beans, the greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, rams, lamb, hogs, dogs, pigs, chicken, turkey, pasta, she done gave up. Especially if she's danger zone or over. If she's 30 or over, that's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. The average sister in our community is 185 foot 4, 187 pounds. 187 pounds is the size weighs more than a man. I want you to think about it. How many women who can't even remember the last time they were dress size 4 are willing to go drop 60 pounds and continue to drink water and eat a plant-based diet and do all this stuff? Grow her natural hair out, keep herself in good shape, then have to learn how to be agreeable and feminine and all these other things just for an opportunity to get out here to be picked. I'm gonna be honest. I've listened to more women will tell me that it sounds like too much work. I try to lose. A woman will tell me I try to lose 10 pounds and I couldn't do it. One woman couldn't even cut sugar out of her diet. She couldn't stop drinking soda. So I want you to think about it. You talk about the average woman has to lose 62 pounds. Actually, 67 pounds, 120 pounds. Have to lose 67 pounds. Have to lose 67 pounds. Okay? You got to get on camera. What your name is? Edit mic settings. Yeah, I can't see you, so you got to get on camera. I can't see you. I'm gonna bounce this one. I want you to think about it. See, human beings work on incentives, and modern women have been dating lazy for so long, they don't know how to compete. So the notion of competing for somebody, the notion of competing for what she really qualifies for, because the truth between, I'm gonna just leave it open because I'm about to go off. The truth of the matter is, a woman who's average, a woman who's a 4, 5, or 6, a woman who's a 4, 5, or 6, who's overweight, is pretty much giving up. Because at her best, she knows at best she qualifies for an average man. At best. She knows that the top thing she's going to get is a guy making what they think is beneath them. They think getting an average man is beneath them. So I want you to understand, a woman who is a physical 4, 5, or 6 is not motivated to be appealing to you. They want, what do they want? A 4, 5, or 6 wants to, if they're going to drop all that weight and go through all that pain and suffer, and if they're going to go through all that effort and then have to roll their ass out of bed, and then you got to get out there and go sit at the bar with their legs crossed, with perfume on, smelling and looking good and flirting and all this other kind of stuff to try to catch up with all these other natural, girly, light, feminine, happy women who really like being girls and really like being women. If they got to really go learn to do all this stuff that pick me behavior, they're like, ugh, I got to do all that. They would be willing to do it if they were guaranteed or had a 95% chance of landing a brother making $250,000 or more. That would be a payoff worthy enough for them to put that kind of effort in. You know what kind of effort Shirley would put in? I want you to think about it. She'd put in one of them Rocky montage kind of efforts. That's what that big ass would do. She'd run out there and put in that Rocky, I have the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up. She'd be doing that kind of shit like Apollo, like, rock Drago. Yeah, she'd willing to do all that shit. They'd be willing to do all that if Shirley knew, if she just knew, well, if I do all that, I'm going to be able to get Apollo Creed or Creed 2, Apollo or Adonis, one of them Creed boys. If I can get Apollo or Adonis, I'm willing to drop 67 pounds. I'm willing to get a cookbook.
I don't need a cookbook.
I'm willing to do all that. But then you look over at her and she's not looking like Apollo Creed's wife. She's looking like Duke. She's looking like Tony. She's looking like Apollo Creed's manager. It's like you look like Mickey, right? You ain't Adrian, you Mickey. You looking like Mickey in the face. Hey, Rock, come on. Are you gonna eat lightning and crop thunder? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go to hell. Oh, y'all are going with me. Let's do it, goddammit. Because I'm tired of listening to average women talk shit. Like y'all got options. Y'all arrogant average ass. And you talking about average men like they're beneath you and they're a blessing to you. But that's the problem, my brothers. They think you're beneath them. The low level of respect and the overall contempt. I hate to tell you men this, but I am going to tell you from the field. I'm telling you, the contempt is real. It's not a figment of your imagination. You're not imagining it. It is real. When I ask a woman, would you be willing to put that kind of effort up for an average man? What's the first thing they say? Well, I mean, as long as he's ambitious, which and that means as long as he's willing to make more. No, 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 no. Now they'll make enough money to drive a Maxima or an Ultima. They'll make enough money to live in an apartment or a townhome. They'll make enough money to look like they're doing something. But when you get married, when they think about getting married, all of a sudden they're supposed to live in a lap of luxury. They're supposed to not have to work to pay significant bills because you're a man. You're supposed to take, yeah, whatever. That's right. That's what the problem is. They don't think you're worth it. They don't think you're worth the problem. Oh, you got to get on camera, man. I don't know why y'all got. I don't know why y'all think y'all gonna get on the stream and not get on. If you're not willing to be on camera, uh, you got to tell me why. Cause I got to be able to see you. So, um, huh, what's the what's the overall issue here? The overall issue is ultimately this. This is why I would say, as an average man, if I was a man who was average, there's no way in hell I'd get married today. None. Let's say, for sake of argument, um, let's just say, for some reason, as a man, you've chosen a career path that's going to lock you into around $50,000 a year. You're a solid citizen, but and that's no matter how many hours a week you're working. That's it. That's what the average black man makes 41,500. The average white guy makes 52. So between 42 and 51, cost average it out 47. That's half the men in this country. If I was there, especially today in the black community, no one in hell I would get married. None. Nope. I would want to tell you that say, well, you know what, and if you found the right one, but the likelihood of finding a woman who is really going to respect that and honor you like a man of value is I don't see it because the culture is jacked up. The way the world looks at average guys today. I don't feel good telling you guys that. But I'll be lying to you if I say, well, you know, you have a good shot of going out and find. That's why I tell you, man, you want to make yourself as successful as possible. So you have options. That's not the world. I don't get to make the world. I got to adjust to the world that is. And the thing is, ladies, I want you to understand that men know this. Bali came through matching it. But in order to take the stream lead, you had to do at least $1 more. Dolly came through. I need you ladies to understand something. Just like you ladies who are fours, fives, and sixes don't think the average man is worth nothing to do nothing. I want you to think of the average man as like, hello? Sheena? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm okay. How old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay. What do you got for me?
I was just listening to the show. I do agree with a lot of your points, and for the
But
simple fact, I do agree with a lot of your points, and for the simple fact that um, it's your profession. So I think a lot of times when you ask the ladies questions, you have to take into consideration that you have perfected what you're saying before
Okay.
you're actually getting on the platform.
So
So
you agree or you don't agree?
I do agree, but
But you don't
sometimes
like it.
as far as like the rating yourself like with the as a car and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
that I don't agree with.
Why not?
But
You
I
don't? I'm
to
serious.
rate the
You don't? Why?
I guess because I never looked at myself comparing myself to a car.
Okay. Are
That
you
that
married?
I am married.
Okay. Well, how do men look at stuff though? Men, do you ladies, okay. Does it matter how you guys think about stuff or does it matter how we think about stuff?
In dating, and this is coming from listening to my husband, um, men do look at things different than women.
Right.
And
Right.
sometimes until you speak and talk with a man, we as women we don't understand that. So even some of the things that my husband has said before, it resonates with what you're saying now.
Mm-hmm.
But we, being as though we're women, we don't have that view
So
until
how do you
you
think
hear.
men should look at women? Because I'm gonna be honest, I think women look at men the same way. You judge a man based upon his ability to fit a need. True or false?
Correct.
Okay. Then, but is a man ultimately purchasing, is a man buying a wife? Is a man buying a woman? What do you think?
Is he buying a woman?
Yeah. Yeah. Is he putting the bill for it?
Yes, he's supposed to provide.
Okay. So that's another way of saying paying for.
Yes,
All right. When you pay for something, don't you compare and contrast to make sure you're getting your money's worth?
you do.
So, one of the things that most Americans know about is car purchase. Why is that so foreign to think of a woman like a car or a home or anything else of value that you would buy? Why is that so foreign?
I guess because women and men views are different. So
Okay.
I can understand and see how men would view us like that, like like you said, the Kelly Blue Book value. But as women, we wouldn't have that same view as a man.
Right.
Although I do get what you're saying, um we do view our options and things that we buy and stuff like that. But I guess in a sense, until you said it like that, me as a woman, I never, compared or viewed myself to like a car.
Does it make
But when you start talking
does it
about,
make it sound like you're not as special? When you look at when you say a woman's like a man thinks of buying a car, a woman like purchasing a car, is that the problem?
I think that is
Okay.
when you say the car, but when you said the analogy about um, me, even myself, or just people in general, when we're
Hmm.
purchasing things, how we're comparing and things like that. So we do that.
Well,
So
I guess what a lot of men ultimately think asking is, It seems like women all want to be thought of as special. It's like you want to be special. It's like and and the reality is you're not. You're special to us, but you're not special. There are 3+ billion females on the planet. Everywhere you go, you see almost equal numbers of men or women. Are men special or are men pretty common? I mean, think about it. You don't. It ain't like okay. Look at it this way. What state do you live in? What state do you live in?
South Carolina.
Okay, South Carolina. Have you ever seen a Rolls Royce in your neighborhood? Have you seen a
No,
Lamborghini in your neighborhood? Do any of your neighbors own Rolls Royces, McLarens, Lamborghinis, or Ferraris? That's a yes or no question.
I see mostly BMWs
No, no,
and
no. I
Lexus.
said very specific high end. Rolls Royces, McLarens, Lamborghinis, or Ferraris. Do any of your neighbors own these cars?
No,
No. Why? Because those cars are $250,000 or more. But you know they exist. You've seen them in magazines and in movies and on TV, right? But they are
yes,
rare. So if you saw one, you would notice it. It would stand out because it's rare. True or false?
that's true.
All right, but then you see a Honda Accord, a Toyota Tercel. Those are far more common. Do they typically stand out no matter how nice they are?
No,
See, what I'm trying to show is women today have aggrandized yourselves. Women have put themselves on a pedestal so much to where y'all all think y'all are goddamn special. To where this is when you call each other queens and this and that. And the problem with that is if human beings think something is special, have you ever go to a garage sale and see something that you know the value is one thing and somebody's trying to sell it for a hell of a lot more money? Huh?
yes,
Yeah, did you pay that price?
no,
Why not? They wanted it. It was special. They could tell you why they got it, why they priced it that way.
because I have a choice,
Well, because you know the value ain't that much. The market
right?
decides. Go. All right, thank you. You've been a good sport. And see, the thing is, man, I think here's the thing, folks. Women don't, when I talk this way, women get upset. Women get upset because they don't like to be thought of as, go ahead and drop out. I don't want to have to ban you. Go ahead, I'm going to remove you. Women don't like to be thought of in such transactional terms. That's the reality. Women want to be thought of as they're all special. That's why they want to. That's how they think. They like, well, I'm not some car. I'm special. No, you're not. Trust me, ladies. This may sound callous and cold, but I'm really trying to help you. If you stop thinking of yourself as so goddamn special, when you graduated from college, how about this? When you graduated from college, we need to get these likes up, people. I'll turn the chat room off again. Get the likes up. When you graduated from college, if you went to a predominantly white institution, matter of fact, if you went to a college with thousands of people, that was different than going to high school graduation. High school graduation, depending upon the size of your high school, you walked across the stage, the principal and the dean shook your hand, they called your name, there was a big ceremony. But the bigger the school you went to, it didn't matter. When you went to college, your school just stood up. Now, you did all that schoolwork. You did all that homework. You worked your ass off. But what happened? What happened? When it was time to announce your name, when it was time to graduate, you didn't get singular honors. You didn't get to walk across the stage. That's what I want you ladies to think of. See, and that was a twist. A lot of folks like, dang, at least I spent all this money. A lot of y'all spent tens of thousands of dollars to go to college. And you didn't even get to walk across the stage and shake the dean. You just stood up, turned your tassel. At that moment, you should have realized how small you were. I'm gonna show you when I did. When I graduated, graduated fifth in my class. I was one of the smartest kids. When I went to school, I was one of 400. I was in honors chemistry. Everybody in there was national merit scholars and up. Everybody was on scholarship. You're not special. So if you ladies stop thinking of yourself as so damn special, that would be a big part of the issue. Hello, Jasmine? Uh-huh. A big part of the issue is you think you're so special. When you think you're special, you hold out. It's like, why is this important? Because a lot of women think they're special. You're holding out for a higher price or a higher bidder, and that's stupid. Because dating is dumb. And your value is only going down. Every year, a new crop of 25-year-olds come out, and you're replaceable. And it is time for more men to start being that calculated when you talk to ladies, because they don't think in terms of numbers like we do from the start. They just don't. It's not because they can't, they don't. And that's another thing. Ladies get angry when I say stuff like this, what women don't do. Well, it's not because you can't do it. You don't have to. Just the same reason a lot of women think in terms of possibility instead of probability. That's why this whole thing about, well, not all. Well, you don't know everybody. Well, it's possible. Somebody likes it. That is some of the dumbest shit. That has become a standard argument for educated women. That playground silly shit has become this is why I think it's so important for people to take a philosophy class and a debate class to realize how silly you sound when you make these arguments. Not all. Somebody somewhere like it. Somebody like it. Just because you're loud and wrong and with a snarky, sarcastic point doesn't mean you won the argument. A lot of times men are just done with you. Done with having a conversation. So they deify and exalt. Why is that? People keep popping in, but if they're not gonna get on camera, I'm not bringing them in. I'll shut it down before I do that. They deify. Why is it so important, lady? He said, shut out to Kayla. She don't want none of this. They'll talk all that shit over there. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Let's see, shall we? Let's see. They'll talk a good game. Oh yeah, they're over there. I'm not gonna jump in there. Blow up the spot. Y'all want to blow up the spot over there? No, there are too many people over there. I'm not trying to jump in there. Let them have their powwow panel. Let them have their powwow panel. But where's that conversation going? One of the bigger issues today, and the way a lot of ladies are moving, is you know you have overpriced yourself. You know your dating class is based upon what you bring to the table. Your sexual marketplace value is middle or lower class. The bulk of people, the bulk of women are middle or lower class. I'm going to tell you, when I asked this question to women in Miami, 100% of women said they were in upper class. 90% of women said they wanted men who were upper class. Some wanted men who were elite. One person said that they wanted a middle class to upper class man. But in her mind, middle class was around 70 some odd $1,000 a year. But across the board, all women put themselves in upper class. I'm going to tell you, no. And I told them, no, you're not that. One of the things I said, I was like, modern women are lying to themselves. Ladies, you lie to yourself so much that you don't even know what the truth is anymore. You know what it is? Makeup. Makeup. You ladies are walking around in special effects. In Miami, I saw so many fake eyelashes. I couldn't even focus on having conversations. I'm looking at this stupid shit hanging out of women's eyes. I'm like, you look like Mr. Snuffleupagus. I'm like, you got eyelashes that are like, I mean, they were that goddamn big. I'm like, how do you have eyelashes this long? And you came out of the house looking this way seriously? Face full of makeup, baby hairs plastered down, talking about the problem with men. And I'm like, huh? This is all through Miami, Atlanta. This is all around the country. Ladies, you're out of control. It's like you're all trying to dress like RuPaul in the 90s. RuPaul was a drag queen. Modern women are dressing like drag queens. Blonde wigs, glamour shot makeup, fake eyelashes. Do y'all not realize how ridiculous y'all look? Talking about you're an upper class woman. No, you're not. I'm serious, man. Have you guys not seen some of this stuff? It's like hello? Jasmine, hello? You muted yourself. Jasmine?
All right, I'm ready.
Hello?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm well in yourself.
Oh, okay. How old are you?
I'm 33.
All right. So, what do you got for me? What are we talking about? Because I've said a lot.
So let's go back to what you just said about okay, the drag queens.
Yellow, I'll be right back. Go ahead.
I want to talk about an experience I had recently. I was in Florida. I'm from New York, upstate New York. I'm in Florida, and everywhere in Florida, everybody has, big butts, and small waists. And I'm in Walmart, and this girl is looking at me, right? When I walk in, she looks at me, but she's staring at my butt. She's waiting for me to turn around to see if I have this butt, right? And I'm telling you now, she has a small waist and a big butt. And all these girls with these eyelashes and wanted to be like how you said the drag queen, want to be more feminine, but you look more masculine. And everything about you is sex. Everyone sells themselves. It's all about sex. And I think a lot of people are confused on what they really want and why they want it more than anything. So.
Okay, hold on just a second. I'm going to bring her back in too. Ayala? Okay. Let me bring them all in. All right. You're all... Okay. Who wanted to speak? Somebody chatted me something. Yeah, you want to speak on Modern Day Sister. You're only going to speak if you get on camera. So I'm going to keep bouncing you until you decide to go on camera. Maribel, how are you?
Oh, very well, Kevin. How are you?
I'm well. And then Ayala, how are you?
Hi, Mr. Samuels. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Maribel, how old are you?
I'm 40.
All right. So what are we talking about tonight? Because I've jumped all around.
Yeah, I caught up at some point, and I must say I appreciate the work you're doing, and it's very refreshing to hear some of the things that you share. I have a small platform on TikTok where I do a little bit of talking on subjects like this, and to be honest with you, a little more of this needs to be said because the mindset of our younger people, younger women,
Do you have any
is
children?
yes, I have two. I have a 15-year-old son, I have a 10-year-old son.
Are you married?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Ayala, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you doing?
Good. What did you have that you wanted to bring into the conversation?
I am actually a new subscriber, so I'm not very familiar with how it really works. But I do have a question.
Okay.
I'm a single mom. I'm currently separated from my husband, and
Hmm.
my daughter is 4 years old. So I'm really looking
Your
for
daughter's
like
4 years
tips and
old?
guidance. Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I'm looking really for guidance and tips on going forth, raising her in in a higher feminine energy. And I was looking for like tips. I started following you like I think from yesterday, and I
Hmm.
watched a couple of her videos. So I just wanted to like get more resources from your aspect of how
Where's her
a single
father?
mother would
Where's her
approach.
father?
He lives in a different state.
Okay. How long have you? Has he always? Have you guys ever lived in the same state?
We did, yeah, for the first 2 years that we were married.
Uh-huh.
And then once I found out I was pregnant, things kind of took a wrong turn.
But
And
you
since
but
then,
you
I've been
moved
on
out
my
of the
own.
same state.
No, I'm currently in Houston, Texas. We've been living in Houston, Texas
No,
before
no,
we
no.
got
I'm asking. I'm
separated.
trying to find out where her dad is. Her dad in the same geography.
No, sir, he's in California.
Okay. Um, that's always a concern.
Yes, sir.
Why are you so far away? Why did you choose to put the distance there?
Well, I never really moved. We've lived in Houston, Texas. Then he decided to move
He
to
moved. He
California.
moved. Okay. He
Yes,
moved.
sir.
Okay. Cool. Well, if he moved, all right. So the question is the resource, how to do what with your daughter?
How can I find more resources besides yourself in raising her in a feminine energy as well? Because at this point in time I have to produce so much of testosterone to provide for her, care for her, trying to do both jobs, being a mom and being a dad at the same time. So the workload is so hard by myself that sometimes, like, I produce more testosterone than actually estrogen, and having that caring loving environment for her. So
Well,
not to
I
carry
don't.
that
I
that
can't
burden
tell
of
you. I
physical
can't
work.
tell you what to do as far as feminine energy for a girl. Um,
Hmm.
but my question, like, were you raised with your father?
I was, sir, yes.
Okay, so what are you going to teach your daughter a man is for?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that back again, please?
Okay, what are you going to teach your daughter a man's purpose is?
Well, in society, obviously, it's the provider, the protector, all the qualities that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were
but
raised
let's
in
get real.
society.
Let's get real specific.
Hmm.
I know what the society and I know what the yearbook answer is, but what are you going to teach your daughter a man is for?
Like I said, the if you're talking about specifics, you want
Yeah,
to like
because this is
kind of
the
help me
problem. This is
with
the problem. This
examples.
is the problem. This is the
Hmm.
problem. Many single mothers, you're so busy trying to survive that you're concerned that your daughter is going to see you in a masculine role because you're overloaded with survival. Okay, but your daughter doesn't listen to what you say. They watch what you kids look at what you do, how you talk about men, how she see who's typing. Who's typing? Mirabelle, stop. You're typing. Mute yourself. Okay. Is that me? Is that you? Okay. Um, I'll do that. How you talk about men, how you interact with men, how she sees you, your vibe around complete strange men at Chick-fil-A in the line on a Thursday matters. You can put her in all the femininity classes you want. You can put her in cotillions and beauty pageants and Girl Scouts and whatever. But if you, as a mother, are not living what it is you want her to become and showing her what a man to be other than a, this is what I said in Miami. You ladies either, by the time a woman starts to blossom, you're told a man is to be aware of, feared. We either be to be feared because we want something from you, or we're supposed to do something from you. What are you supposed to do for a man is the question. That's what it comes down to. And if you don't teach her that, it doesn't matter how what this femininity is supposed to be, because she's not going to understand what a man's purpose is.
Okay. So currently in my lifestyle, I'm working a lot, so I don't bring men around my daughter. I'm not dating or anything like that. It's just mainly focused on her, her school, and work and providing.
That's what I
So
just said.
and
That's
also
what I
for
just said. You're preoccupied with survival. I don't
correct.
I don't envy your position because it's unenviable. A single parent is hard.
Hmm.
This is why
So
you shouldn't do it. This is why I'm talking to people out there. This is why you shouldn't do it, because all the choices are bad. Okay, who's moving around microphones like that? Are you in a car or something? Because I'll mute you. Okay, this is why you shouldn't be a single parent. Because unless you're going to be a top 10% earning female, it's hard. There's not enough time in the day, there's not enough money, and your children are going to suffer. I'm just bottom line. We just got to start saying that.
mm,
Because
so my
you don't bring men around your daughter. So how will your daughter ever see what a woman is supposed to do for a man? Okay, are you typing, or are you holding your phone, Aliyah?
myself, sir. Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Because I keep hearing this clicking sound, but go ahead.
Okay. So my question is basically, how do I move forward? Raising her in this energy that I should be raising her. Because by nature I'm a very docile female. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like, by nature I'm a very docile woman.
So how do you go
So
forward raising her?
I'm correct because I don't bring men around her. I mean, like,
Okay.
she has great men in her life.
Okay.
That is a support system in the
Who's that? Who?
neighborhood, in the schools,
No,
and
no.
so
What?
forth.
No, 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 no. That's not enough. So
Yes, sir.
you ladies get this confused. That's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Men in the neighborhood, teachers, that's not enough. You know what she needs? She needs a father.
Correct.
Okay, then where's that man gonna be?
That's why I'm saying I'm not dating. It's just for
Well, ma'am, that's what you
time
need.
consumption and
She
things.
needs a father. You asked a question, right?
Yes, sir.
And everything
Yes.
I'm telling you that's going to be the best outcome, you're not doing. You're not dating. Okay. Well, you didn't marry her dad. So
No,
that's
we are currently married, legally
you're
married
not
but
living in the
separated.
same French toast place. So it doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the problem. Okay. You're asking me how to fix a situation, and the situation is don't get in this problem anyway. But if you're married, her father's in
Mm-hmm.
California. Okay. If he doesn't want to be there, I can't get into all that. But if you're working to do everything you got to do to survive,
Mm-hmm.
I sympathize with that. I do. But it doesn't change the fact of the matter. Where is she going to learn in her life what a man is there for? If she doesn't see you with a man,
Gotcha. So your advice to me would be get out in the dating world and start dating. Do I have this correct?
where is she going to learn what a man is for? That's my point, my question. I'm not going to tell you get in a dating world. My thing is,
That's where my question. and I'm sorry.
I'm
That's what
sorry,
my
man. But
question
okay,
is.
my suggestion would be to get with your back with your baby daddy. That's your husband.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a fractured family, and you're trying to make something work that's not designed to work. That's why every time I point to the problem area, you keep
Mm,
asking me for a solution. Get back with your husband.
okay.
He's her father, right?
Yes.
All right. Because I keep saying, you ask about femininity and all that other stuff. You want her to be feminine to have what kind of outcome?
The best outcome possible for her life,
Meaning what?
meaning that she will get successfully married, be in a successful
Right. Where the
marriage.
hell is she learning that? Where is she learning all that? Where's she learning it? Where's she seeing it?
That's my whole point of calling. In order, how can I teach her that? So your best advice would
She
be
needs to
get back
see it
with her
as
father.
the first place you learn is at home. I asked
Oh,
you about the men. You said she has lots of people around her. And you said the neighborhood. The neighborhood is not responsible for raising your daughter. Neither are the teachers. Parents today
yes, sir.
are being negligent. We're outsourced that shit to. Okay, you're in the right place, but the answer is you can't put toothpaste back in a tube. This is the problem. If you're married and had a kid, da, 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 whatever your situation is, at the end of the day, you want to be feminine, to have a family and have an outcome. She has to learn that. You learn that at home. And she's supposed to learn it from you. She can't learn it from anywhere else from you. She has to learn from mama. How mama thinks about men
Correct.
is how daughters think about men. I've done this for too long. Every night I talk to women who learn about men from their mothers and their big mamas and their aunties and their nays and their environment. You want to fix that?
So,
You change the environment.
so if that now, if that option of going back to my husband, if that's not an option, and I'm remaining a single mom, what would your advice be besides? Because honestly, at this point in time, I cannot date. I've reached
Okay.
the what you call the
Okay.
danger zone. I make more or less about
Ma'am,
60
are
to
the
seventy
options okay? I
thousand.
get the I get you're gonna tell me the options are bad.
Mm.
You want a winning hand out of a bad situation. What do you want me to tell you? Something that's gonna make you feel like the chances are good? I'm not gonna lie to you. Nope.
Yeah, no, it's not really about
You're
happiness so much.
okay.
It's more of
What are the options? I can't. Okay, if you want your daughter to be learn femininity and all the other things, so she can have the best outcome, which is to be successfully married and have a happy family life. That's the outcome you want for your daughter. True or false?
yes, sir.
Where the hell is she learning that from at a young age?
At home, she's supposed to learn that at
That's
home.
right. That's the only way she learns that. Whose job is it to make sure she learns that?
Mine.
Thank you. So there it is. I don't know. I don't. The how is irrelevant. That's the what.
Hmm.
I can't be concerned with the how. How the how is supposed to be. You get married, then you choose, or you plan, or you prepare to have a child. Then a child is brought up as a consequence of a choice in a stable, committed, familiar relationship. That's what gives children the best possible outcome. Everything else is a crapshoot.
Correct.
So
So
there,
now that now that the situation is there, I'm obviously looking for every possible way
I've answered the
to, like you
question.
said, you
I've
can't
answered
put
this
the
question.
toothpaste.
Okay, ma'am, I've answered this question. I mean, I keep answering the question, and this is part of the problem with modern women. They don't want to hear the truth. Ma'am, what do you want me to tell you? I mean, do you want me to say it in a different language? I mean, I've already answered it. What do you want
No,
me to tell you?
no. I
There
accept
is
your
no other
answer. I'm very
answer. I'm not trying to be rude, but you
no. I'm just saying, is she doomed now because
pretty
I'm
much,
not in a
pretty much,
relationship?
yes, pretty much, yes, pretty much, yes. Yep. Look at the black community. Yep. Look at the black community. We had a bunch of single parent race households. It doesn't work out too well because at the end of the day, if the outcome you want for your daughter to be a feminine woman so she can be in a happy, successful marriage and family Where is she learning it from? Well, mama has to be a mama and daddy and work all the time and they ain't dating. She's not learning it. She's not learning.
I don't need a cookbook.
She's not learning. She doesn't see you doing it. Children learn by watching. She's not learning. She's not seeing. All you can do is tell her what to do. Then she's going to say, well, mama, if it's so great and wonderful, why the fuck ain't you doing it? Well, because mama has to do something and so forth. Then it must not be that well. Then I'm going to have to do what you have to do. You just don't like that answer. That's the answer, though. Is she doomed?
No, I get the answer.
Is
I
she
was just
doomed?
hoping that.
Nope, there's
I
no
can-
hope. Nope, no hope.
Gotcha.
How about that? I mean, we keep telling you ladies there's hope, there's hope, there's hope. And is that how you're supposed to raise a kid, on hope? Well, we just hope it works out. You're not dating anybody. There's no romantic relationship. There's no modeling of what a woman's supposed to do for a man. True or false?
Mhm.
True or false? There's no modeling of what a woman does for a man in her household. True or false?
Right.
How old is she?
She's 4.
4. Most psychiatrists, most child development professionals will tell you you're pretty much set by the time you're 5. What has she seen in her first 5 years?
Well, I've been at home prior to this. I just recently
Relational
started
between men
working.
and no. Focus.
Oh,
Relational between
okay.
men and women.
Basically none.
Thank you.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I'll have to work on that for her future.
this is why you don't do this.
Yes, sir.
Because the alternatives, I mean, I don't feel good about saying that kind of stuff, but we got to start being more realistic because we have made it to where it's just so easy to just say, well, I'll be a single mother and this and that, and it just doesn't have the best outcomes.
Correct, and that's why I'm trying to acquire all the knowledge to, possibly prevent that from happening.
There's no knowledge.
I can't
There's no
prevent it.
knowledge a single woman can have. The knowledge is, how is she going to learn what a man is for and what a woman's supposed to do? What is she going to learn if she's not seeing it? You having the knowledge is irrelevant. And what it sounds to me like, you're trying to get the knowledge so you can teach her, and this is a cart before the horse. Unfortunately, the reality is she's here, and you can't go backwards.
Yes, sir.
So I can't fix that. But now there is a sense of urgency. The notion that I'm not dating. Okay. All right. I said get back with your husband. But I don't know what else to tell you. And that's why, and I'm glad we had this conversation, because there are going to be plenty of single mothers in the chat room going to lose their mind. But there are going to be plenty of men who are going to be like, thank God for telling the truth. And y'all need to hear this more often than not. So you start making better mating decisions. Who you decide to have a child with matters, because you're supposed to teach that child how to be a mate for that man. You're not supposed to be a single mother out here doing it on your own. That's not how human beings are designed.
Correct.
So,
Well, thank you though for your time. I appreciate it.
no problem. Have a good night.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I know that was harsh to hear, people, but I mean, I challenge anybody to say that I'm not telling the truth. It's like, I understand your heart's in the right place, but if look, ladies, this is why so many of you ladies need to understand. You're not supposed to be apart from us with kids. What the fuck? You're not supposed to be apart from a man with his child. You're supposed to fight to keep your family together because the options are bad. And I got news for you. You PhDs.
I'm a PhD.
You top 10% earning women. Money is a poor substitute for a man. Because there are plenty of things a man brings to a child outside of financial provision. That is the maintenance of a child. There is far more. And here's the reality. Too many women today, especially in Miami, you have completely lost sight of what a man's purpose is, who we are, what we do. You just simply don't know. And then you ladies start getting more um, tuned in to ask this question. I don't want to tip my hand because I want you guys to see it in the videos. Oh, I'm going to get these videos up this week. Okay. That's what it is. I'm bringing you back, Jasmine. Why does this thing keep falling? Jasmine. Okay, did you have something else?
Yes.
Did you have something else you wanted to add? Did you have a question?
Um, or just to piggyback off what the lady was saying about how she don't want to bring, men around her children.
Do you have
Um,
children?
I do.
How many?
I have two children. They're 12 years apart. I have a 17-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But
Go
so
ahead.
I grew up. I had grandparents, and I got to see my grandfather live to 92. So my mom had me when she was older. So when I see love or black love or whatever, I have my grandparents. They had 7 kids together. Um,
Okay.
my grandfather, he had a green thumb. I never
But
seen
what
him
is that going to
argue.
do for what
I
is that
never
going to do
seen.
for your kids?
Well, listen, but that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What happens is, unfortunately, the way things happen, I was a teen mom. I had my daughter at 15.
That's the first one. The
I was a
last one you've
freshman
had.
in
The
high
last
school.
one you've had though at 27.
My last one, I had one at 27.
Okay.
His father was my best friend in high school. We was
Oh.
always friends.
Okay.
The reason why we separated was because me being so young and angry, I started recognizing how I was affecting my household with my daughter, because my daughter's watching. So she's seeing how you talk about how we discourage black men. She saw me like I would hold stuff in.
Okay. Okay. I
We
got
was
some.
very we're
Hold on.
very
Hold on. You're
Afrocentric.
27.
I'm 33.
You're
I had
33.
my
33, and
youngest
you have
son
a
when I was
5-year-old.
20. Huh?
33, and you have a 5-year-old.
I have a 5-year-old. Yes.
Okay. So the first child, you said you were a teen mom. Why
Yes.
decide to
Big
have a
team.
second child outside of marriage?
Well, so I grew up in an Afrocentric lifestyle, and we don't
Mm-hmm.
believe in marriage, right? You don't go and get the white man certificate, right?
That's bullshit.
So you're married. A
Okay.
marriage
All
is
right.
two
Whether you
people
get a
coming together,
certificate or
right?
not, do you
So
have
that
this?
was the
No,
mindset.
no, please don't do that. So, okay. Okay. Whether you Afrocentric or not, you were a young mother the first time.
Right.
I'm trying to be as delicate as I can, but when I hear this Afrocentric stuff, it's almost like there's supposed to be a mother and father in a household, whether you get the white man certificate or not. That's what's
But
supposed
that
to
was the
happen.
mindset.
But
So look how it happened. We're not together now. So when you
who
claim these
left?
fake
Who
marriages,
left? Oh, no, no,
we're
no, no.
playing fake married.
Oh, whoa, 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 no, don't. Who left? Who left? What?
Who left?
Yeah, you're not in the household together, right?
We're not.
Okay, were
I
you
would say
ever
I
in the
would
house?
say
Were you ever in the
both of them.
household together?
Yes, of course. We was in the household for 3 years straight.
No, not of
Um,
course, ma'am. I don't know. I'm just asking.
yeah,
Just
I know.
check,
I'm sorry, but
check
if
this.
I can just say what I was, what I,
Hold on. Man, slow down. I got a couple of questions because I'm trying to understand because there's a program. You were together for 3 years. Who ended the relationship?
I did. I would
Why?
say because it was toxic. I wanted to. Let me
You're
just answer this
toxic? Your
question.
best friend
I
from
was
high school?
toxic,
Toxic from high?
and
Your best
hold
friend
on.
from high school? Hold
That's
on.
history, right?
Hold on. Hold on.
And
Ma'am, can
mhm.
you hear me? You can't, when I'm talking, you can't just start talking over me, okay? This is gonna go real bad if you keep doing that. So can you do me a favor and just not do that? Just trying to understand. You had your first child young. We can give you that. But at 28, almost 30 years old, you have another baby in a non-traditional way, but it's Afrocentric, whatever. Then you leave and you say it's toxic. Okay. And you wanted to give input on the other woman's situation in what way?
Yes, because I had to learn from that mistake. Like I told you, I come from a family where I seen real black love, a grandmother and grandfather. When it
But
got to my turn,
you ain't
I
doing
didn't
it.
do it right.
But you ain't okay. You
So
had to learn
listen to
from what mistake. So
I had to learn if I was gonna do right.
when men hear you have one child, is that the mistake you're talking about, or the second child?
No. So, Kevin, if I can just explain, because when you think about African holistic, it's about polygamy. It's about family.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
about
also
the
about you.
essence
It's
of it.
also about you women keeping your
So
ass. No,
yeah,
no.
and you
What it's
never
also
let me
about,
explain
what it's
what you
also
said.
about is you women keeping your ass in your household.
Yeah, I never stepped out my household. I never even
It's also about you women staying. This is all this African mumbo bumbo shit. It's also about you ladies staying. I don't care about your African this or that. I'm asking about man. All we're trying to understand is
yeah, but it's
why,
all about
no,
mindset.
why are so many women leaving their men's, their situations, and then it's on the kids. Right, wrong, or
But every
indifferent.
situation is different, Kevin.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, ma'am. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Understand something.
And every situation,
Right, wrong, or indifferent. Men get tired of hearing this shit from you guys. I'm going to be honest. I've. It's always every situation is different, but then the kids are the ones. And you ladies give yourselves the excuse too often. Every time, it doesn't matter this woman or that woman. It's always I was young, I was dumb, I was this, I was that. Y'all are the ones that leave, and it's always toxic. And then you got to learn. But who pays the price? Am I missing something, chat room? I mean, gentlemen, are y'all not? Do y'all not get frustrated to hearing women just act like, well, I was just young, well, Afrocentric, this, that. Okay, cool. No white man certificate, but you still left. Well, it was toxic. Your best friend from child from it's toxic. Well, I had to learn. So you're gonna learn on the kids? See, if a men were to talk this way, we men wouldn't get a pass. They call men all kind of deadbeats and reckless and all kind of shit. I'm telling you how men think, man. But the, go ahead. I'm gonna let you say what you have to say. Go ahead.
okay, and I just want to make clarification on what I was saying. What I was saying was, with me supposed to being a queen and holding the black man down, you can't do that you can't be toxic. So me already having a daughter, I'm teaching her, oh, when you
You being a
frustrated,
queen and holding a black
and
man
and
down.
and
What does that mean?
so like you said, being a wife, your status, your queendom, being next to the man, right? Doing
Mm-hmm.
your duties, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going into this relationship trying to be a queen and can't even fill the shoes. My daughter, who I had in the previous the teen child, is watching me grow. So to piggyback what when you was talking about her
I
bringing
don't
men around
understand
and
what you're
showing them how to
saying.
do it, that's why I left that situation.
You
I got a
left. You
newborn
left the
baby.
situation. Oh,
I
no,
can't even love this man.
You're talking too fast. You're talking too fast. You
Okay,
left your marriage for what reason? You left
it was
your
toxic
household for what reason?
because it was toxic. I was showing my daughter something that wasn't respectable. I was showing her things
You
that because we
you were
grown as men,
showing your
grown
daughter.
old.
Okay, what were
I'm
you
showing her
showing
the
her that
wrong
was not
things.
respectable?
I'm showing her how to be I'm showing her how to be disrespectful in a sense because when you're
So you
constantly
were
into
being
something,
disrespectful.
I'm getting to a point where I'm one of those people. I'm very passive, so I bottle things in,
Okay,
right?
so
And I didn't know how to
okay, ma'am. I want to
communicate
be
that.
clear. You
So
left the situation because you were the toxic one.
I mean, if you want to put the blame, it takes two. But I'm a woman up. I'm not
But
gonna
I'm trying
flip
to
it. It has to
understand.
be
No, no,
between
I'm not
both.
trying to put the
As a
blame. I'm trying
woman,
to
I'm not gonna
don't
I
overtalk
don't
me.
want
Don't
to ever
overtalk me. Don't
question the
overtalk
man.
me.
I'm
I'm trying
sorry,
to
but I
understand
was in
what
a
you're saying,
relationship.
man, because the way it sounds like you're saying is you left the situation because you were showing your daughter the wrong thing.
Yes, I was doing the wrong things.
What does that
I would.
mean?
And this is what I say. I would never want to
What does that
disrespect a
mean?
man.
What does that mean?
So if I'm in a relationship and I'm showing my
Oh
daughter I
God, you
can
can't
hold
even hold a
down F
conversation.
you.
She can't get it.
No,
She
you
don't.
can't hold
She don't.
This
She
this
can't
is
get
the
it. She don't
problem.
get a
Everyone's
conversation.
gonna
She don't get
judge
a
you and think that
conversation.
you're the
You
one
know,
who can't
yeah,
hold a
it's all. Yep.
conversation. No,
Right. Right.
I'm telling you.
Kick French toast rocks. Oh Lord have mercy. I want you to understand. You heard exactly what I heard. First, when I was young and dumb. Okay. The second one, high school sweetheart, almost 30 years old. And it's real simple. The truth is simple. Any police officer or detective will tell you when people start talking fast, they start talking loud, shit starts to not make sense, they're lying. They're being deceptive. That's why she was getting frustrated because I kept trying to stick to the same point and she was lying her ass off. Coming in here trying to act, oh yeah, I agree on this, and this is exactly what I said. I have more women to follow this show, and they're oh, I'm not like them other girls. No, say wait for it. And I'm gonna tell you something, ladies. We know what you're doing. We know y'all slide your ass over here trying to watch the show to try to get the buzzwords to try to play. Men are up on that game. Matter of fact, it's fun to watch y'all explode. Yeah, I'm a FBI. I'm not one of those. I'm different. I'm different. Then your chameleon ass come right on out. Because all you got to do is ask a couple questions. Ask questions 3 levels deep and watch the shit fall apart. I don't want the white man's certificate. At the end of the day, the problems we have are we have a lack of women who want to be wives. Today we have too many women who want to do what the hell they want to do, but then want men to be traditional. That ain't gonna work. And men are saying they would rather have nothing than have that shit. Nope. Talking about showing how our daughter. What do you type in here? Showing our daughters how to properly treat a man is important as well. Woo! Can't beat that shit. Oh, turned your camera off? You got to go then. All right, man. Here's the thing. You chameleons gonna have a problem. You chameleons are on notice. All of you chameleons who hang around in these men's spaces, listen to all this content, picking up on all this jargon, you're gonna have a problem. You're not you think you're smarter than you are, and you think you're slicker than you are. We see you coming from a mile away. This is like the gender war is over, okay? It's over. Just like you had World War II, Germany, Japan, Italy, the UK, Russia, the United States. The war was over. The losing side had to sit down and make peace. You lost, ladies. Feminism did not work. Third wave didn't. Feminism ultimately is about choice. That's okay. This whole thing about equality, you don't really want equality. But with the gender war being over, now we're back to, all right, unless you plan on being in the top 5% of earners of females, because the top 10% ain't going to be enough. You're going to need to be in the top 5%. 10%, you're going to have to learn how to get along with a man for a effing lifetime. You're not coming back into my show. She's saying you trying to make me look crazy. I don't have to try to make you look shit. You did that right. This is what she said. Yeah, I want y'all to see something. This woman says I'm trying to make her look crazy. Chat room. I want you to go to the chat room, Miss Lady. I want y'all to understand something. This is the level of accountability Women in the chat room, did I have to do anything to make her look crazy? Again, blame accountabilities like kryptonite. Go ahead and you look in the chat room, Miss Thang. Ladies, did I have to do anything to make her look crazy? All I had to do was talk, ask you some questions. This is why I recommend therapy so much. You chameleons are gonna have a problem in 2022, my sights are square on you. You heard it today, December 20th, 21st. Your godfather said it. My sights are square on you, chameleons. Why? Well, when I said self-awareness is sexy, I don't think you understood that I'm giving a prescription and a cure. Self-awareness is sexy is self-awareness for the men, self-awareness for the women. The people who are moving in bad faith, as people become more self-aware, you're going to be spotted quicker. See, self-aware people can see the bullshit. Self-aware people are quick to see, oh, there it is. Don't move right. Do. Bounce. Can't make this shit up. Coming over here to my chat, over the room. I want to come in the chat room and just talk. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Had to learn from my mistake. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, men want peace. And peace looks like a cooperative, good faith woman. At the end of the day, men want peace. And peace looks like a good faith, cooperative woman who says yes. Ladies, learn how to say yes. Yes, yes, yes. Floetry told you. All you gotta do is say yes. Say yes. Say yes, 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 yes. And then get accustomed to a man telling you no. Yes, 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 yes. Boo. All right, there we go. That was a good show. Wednesday night, smoke show. That's right. This Wednesday, smoke show. What is a smoke show? A smoke show is where you can bring your critiques, your complaints, your issues to the room and air them out. The smoke show. We're going to have some rules though in the smoke show. You will have 15 to 30 seconds to speak your point. I have time to speak my point. There's only 2 rules in the smoke show. You don't overtalk me. That's it. And we talk about the topics, the issues you have. Smoke show, Wednesday. Bring it. Bring it all. You don't like the fact that I told you, ladies, that Latinas are your kryptonite? Well, you know, whatever. I don't make the rules. Don't like what I say? Bring it. Let's talk about it. Smoke show, Wednesday. I'm getting back today. I'm tired. Yeah, that's how it is. This show was a little bit off. But on Wednesday, we're going to get the number back up because time to get it done. Until the next time, people, you know how it goes. Peace. We are gone. I'm a PhD. Trying to make me look crazy. You came in here with that bonnet on. How can I make you look crazy? on the way out the door.
It's not hard to fool me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to.
How can I fix this? You can't. Go back to your child. I think a lot of women are surprised when you tell them.
No need to say.
How can I fix this?
Where we are
Know that you can.
now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. To the edge of it all. So tell your